Hello ladies and gentlemen, thewierdguy here, and in this video we're going to take a look at some Soul Raid pips and in particular at some server Banshee pips, because I have found out that the Predator Batman theme actually works far better for both Superman. And I'll go ahead and explain why, and remember, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. So, as I stated, we're going to start this one off with the server Banshee pip. There will be two pips with this team, one will be closer to the end, so stick around for that. But yeah, we're using Predator Batman as a combo builder for her, instead of the usual reverse flash that you are going to use in normal raids. The Predator Batman strategy was used previously in normal raids as well, like using the special one with Predator Batman, then building some combo and tanking in server Banshee for a special tree before the disables expire. But the strategy with reverse flash is simply more efficient for normal raids. But over here, the strategy with reverse flash means that she has to disable the enemy's abilities herself. And by the way, I don't play this team often, so over here it was a huge mistake by doing that special one, because I didn't have enough energy to do a special tree with Silver Banshee. But yeah, the reverse flash strategy is not ideal because Silver Banshee has a little bit of a problem with bosses like Boss Superman, because of the fact that he's got just two abilities. And don't get me wrong, you don't need to disable 3 abilities of the opponent. You are good with disabling 2 abilities of your opponent. But the thing is, her percentage chance to disable them in this situation is not actually 90% when she does it herself. Like it says on the passive is 90%, but when the enemy has 2 abilities, Silver Banshee still sees it as a 3 ability opponent, and she'll try to disable an ability at random, and she might disable the ability that's missing, so that results her into not disabling anything. So if you're going to disable specials with Silver Banshee on Boss Superman, it goes all the way down to kind of a 60% chance to disable on special 1 and special 3s from a 90% chance. So that's why I thought of using the alternative Predator Batman over here. And as I said previously, I don't use this team often, so you'll see a couple of mistakes. For example, here, yet again another one. And in the next clip that you'll see, I did far better in terms of gameplay, but for some reason I did less damage. But yeah, it is what it is. Going for a special one over here. I'm going to build some combo for Silver Banshee. Ideally, you would need to have more fast actions on Predator Batman to do this correctly. And as I said, you'll deal a lot more damage at the beginning of the fight until he uses his super move, because the super move is just one more ability to be disabled and to increase your damage. Kind of unfortunate over there. And also I've seen something a little bit weird and a little bit odd. I'll make a video about it if it checks out. I'll test it out today. But it seems that after you use a super move, it doesn't matter which super move or on which character on Boss Superman, he seems to do abilities far less often, all the way to almost never. So I'll test that one out because it will be very useful. But yeah, over here it's going a little bit crazy with the abilities. Silver Banshee and special tree, and that was one of the rare moments where I actually got the crit in for some reason. And yeah, Silver Banshee died over there. Yeah, not the best pip in the world, but to be honest, I've not used the Predator Batman strategy in like 2 months, and I was never the best at it. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, we end up doing 11.6 million damage, and usually with Silver Banshee, I tend to deal with reverse flash 8 million or 9 million. But yeah, nevertheless, getting into a Batman Ninja pip over here. We're going to have the Batman Ninja Catwoman with the LexCorp armor, so we don't need to put regen matrix on her and let her die. We can just get on our way with this. Over here, building combo, doing a special tree, and as you can see, the shield from LexCorp triggered, and that will make us immune to debuffs. That means that we're not going to be afflicted by him removing our buffs and dealing that damage to us. But what we need to do is keep that shield up, and as you'll see in the next pip, because this team has 2 pips in this video as well, I've come to figure out that it's far more efficient to do a special tree after a full combo instead of 2 full combos, as you would do it in other fights or normal raids against Scarecrow, because of 2 things. First of all, you're not going to deal that huge of a damage with a special tree, even with a high combo, and your basics deal overall kind of more damage. And second of all, it helps you keep your shield up at all times, and that way you don't lose the lethal attack damage stack. But yeah, with that being said, keeping him in the corner over here and doing special 2s. And over here, like, It's easy enough from this point because you simply press block once he falls onto the ground and then start attacking. He did super move over there, but I didn't really mind at all because he's got his attack reduced all the way to the ground and he will deal no damage to us. So no problems there. Re-engage the combo, getting him back in the corner, doing one special tree. And again, it's not the best damage in the world because we're not making use of our crits. And this Ketum is garbage, by the way, in terms of build, but yeah, we're slowly chipping away at him. But by the way, my Batman Ninja team got so far better only while fighting this one fight, while I've been stuck here, so I'm really wondering how they will do in our fights once we finally get past this fight. Re-engage the combo here. And we got pretty lucky with the misses on his basic attacks. Like, this guy is not necessarily combo interruptible, like he is sometimes, but sometimes he's not, so it's not a reliable thing to do. So with the Batman team, in order to combo interrupt him, you kind of rely on your blind working on him, so you can keep up that combo. And for another special tree, re-engage the combo. Another special tree. Like, yeah, the miss for the enemy on basic attacks when they're blinding the Batman Catwoman is one of the better RNG chances in the game. Like, there's some bad stuff that usually is lower than it says. For example, the stuns on Arkham Knight Batman Special 2 on bosses that are immune to stun. But there's some things that are just seem better, just seem a little bit better. And this is one of them indeed. And there we go, 13 million damage. Now we're going to go into King Pip. And over here we're going to use King with All Blades. We'll make him die in order to fully take effect of the All Blades, because if he dies and revives, he will be able to use All Blades without being impeded by anything. And then we're going to use Classic Superman to reduce the defense of the enemy boss Superman. Now special 2 in there. There we go. Another one. Keep in mind this class Superman is 4 stars, so right now we reduce 60% of his defense. We could use one more at some point, but we'll see. Dr. Fate back in, and our King has successfully died. Never thought I'd say that one. But yeah, now we're going to get pretty much back into the normal gameplay with King, doing one more special 2. And I have learned a lesson during my last sessions of playing here. After he uses the special where he burns the ground, you can definitely tag King right after he uses the special. That's going to be a 100% guaranteed tag in. But after he uses the special where he punches and then flies towards you, it's going to be very clunky. So you're far better off blocking it with the combo builder and re-engaging the combo afterwards than tagging straight in, because it's not going to be for some reason a guaranteed tag in. You should have a guaranteed tag in after the enemy uses an ability, but for that one it's a little bit weird, and you'd rather not risk it since your King is not going to be able to revive and you might lose a lot of damage. And for another special tree, I'm trying to tag in and out pretty much as soon as possible in order to make sure that my Obelisk stacks stay up. Oh, that was a 1 million special tree. That was quite a nice amount of damage. And over here we shouldn't really do special super move because it's a little bit risky. But we'll eventually do it. Not this time. Like, I was not like, oh, let's play it safe, let's not do a super move. I was like, oh, I forget about that one. King going to go back in and doing a swipe down, and I've noticed that I don't know how many of you guys knew about this, but I've just figured it out. If you want to do a super move, finish your combo before doing the super move into a swipe down, because if you do that, then after the super move animation is completed, then you're going to be, the opponent is going to be placed further away from you than if you didn't do a swipe down. That's a pretty nice little trick to kind of tremendously reduce your chance of dying after doing a super move. King going to go back in. One fat special tree in there. That was a little 930. Like, we did more previously, but that wasn't a higher combo. Should really work a bit on my Dr. Fate and get him more fast stack chance. Though I have recently upgraded him a bit. He's not as bad as he used to be in terms of being a combo builder, but he could still use some work. And yeah, I think this was overall one of my best pips ever with the King team. 96 million. I wouldn't say, I would say not bad. I would go as far as to say not bad. Now we're going to use the Multiverse team. Putting Shazam in there because we have Rise of Krypton artifacts to equip on a third character as well. And putting Red Hood here without the All Blades would have been kind of pointless, because it would have taken him too much energy to do that super move. And Shazam was free since we didn't need to use him with our King. And we're going to have LexCorp again on Multiverse Armor Supergirl, allowing her to benefit from her special tree buffs. And Flash is a combo builder and as a support character. And the Multiverse team really slaps in this fight. Like, they're having a very good time. Over here I tested stuff out a little bit and did a little bit of a mistake over here, just tagging for a special one. But generally speaking, you have a far better time building a high combo with Multiverse Flash and tagging Multiverse Armor Supergirl for a special tree on a high combo. You can see over there, 1.6 million. That's a pretty huge amount of damage for fighting Superman, and considering it's not the King special tree. And you can try to combo interrupt him, but again, it's not going to be a linear experience, and if you fail it's not going to be necessarily your fault. This guy's combo interruptible, but not really, because sometimes he just isn't. I think it's related to what he wants to do afterwards. Like, sometimes he would do a basic attack and then swipe back, and other times he would do more basic attacks one after the other. I think you are able to combo interrupt him only when he wants to do a specific type of action. So yeah, unless you're playing Black Adam, and Black Adam doesn't have a good time here in terms of damage, I really wouldn't suggest trying to combo interrupt this dude, because you are not going to see a good outcome out of it. But yeah, nevertheless, we're going to still do a pretty decent amount of damage with or without combo interruption. Like, when we go all the way to a 40 hit combo, we're going to deal some pretty heavy damage with a special tree, but that will not be the case every single time, unfortunately. Like, if this dude was combo interruptible, this fight and a lot of other fights would be far more easier and far more enjoyable, but yeah, on top of everything that he has, he's also not combo interruptible, so not a lot of fun on that regard. Here's the combo with Flash. Like, my Flash is constantly taking damage from the buffs that he's supposed to receive from Multiverse Armored Supergirl, but that's not going to bother him too much, because the dot damage on Superman that he deals was never really the problem. The problem was the removal of buffs. Like, the dot damage is pretty much nothing. Okay, Multiverse of Flash in, getting back and engage the combo here. Multiverse Armored Supergirl in, pretty high combo, 1.3 million, let's go. Bro, this team is really having a good time here, and I'm really enjoying seeing Multiverse team having a good time, because in the Rise of Apocalypse stories, they really didn't have a good time in most places. But yeah, with that being said, I think this was yet again my best pip with the Multiverse team, and we ended up with all of 17 million damage. I'm quite happy with that. Now getting into another Batman Ninja pip. It's going to be pretty much the same Batman Ninja team as you have seen previously. But over here, I'm just going to tag in and out a little bit to help myself build up some combo. Did a combo interruption there, straight into a super move. So far, this fight went far better than other fights. Doing the continuation of combo with Gorilla Grodd. Catwoman in, going for a special tree. And unfortunately, I forget about that shield that Superman has. I always forget about it. Ask the people who watch my live streams, I always forget about it. They even make fun of me because of that. But nevertheless, that's just a little bit of wasted energy. And we're going to go back in the game using a special 2 here, because that needs to be active at all times in order to help stack that lethal attack damage. Ring-edge the combo here, and we are going to start switching into special trees here. Same good old fight and strategy as previously. Pushing him all the way to the corner and then combo interrupting him through blind. Ring-edge the combo into yet another special tree. And after this we need to reset the special 2. Keep in mind, guys, always keep that going. That helps you a lot in terms of damage, not because of the damage it deals, but because of the damage that it provides you through refreshing the lethal attack damage buff. Special 2 in there again. Ring-edge the combo. Going for another special 3. And as I said, it's just not worth it doing 2 combos on this guy. because mainly because of the fact that you are going to pretty much risk 2 times your combo interruption not working. And then because of the fact that if you're using LexCorp here, you're going to lose the buff of LexCorp. If you're using Regen Matrix to revive your Catwoman instead of using LexCorp, then I honestly don't really know, but I think it's still 1 combo before the special tree. Though we're dealing huge amounts of damage on basic attacks. Considering my Catwoman has only 3 gears and the build is not great, I should really start working a little bit more on her even though she has 3 gears, because she's really pulling her weight, especially in this fight. Unfortunately over there, as I said, there's a chance that the blind will not work. And it didn't over there. We'll have a lot of instances here where the blind doesn't work properly, or maybe I don't know what happened to me at the end of this fight, but it'll not be such perfect outcomes as we have seen in previous moments of this fight. But nevertheless, even if you screw it up, he's not going to be able to do much to you. The Batman Jet team is just bullying him so hard. Unfortunately, he's not bullying him necessarily that much in terms of damage. They do good damage, but compared to other teams, but compared to usual damage in Just Mobile, it's going to be still kind of garbage. 15 million, I'm happy with that. Now we have over here the League of Anarchy team. Honestly, I don't even know why I'm still using it here, though I have no other place to use it and no other team to use here. And over here we're going to see that this fight's going to overall go pretty decently. Like, we got decent luck in terms of the success of the stuns. We got decent luck in terms of... Actually, not luck. We got decent gameplay here. Something that doesn't usually happen from me, I know. But trust me, you got decent gameplay over here. And the damage there's going to be horrendous overall. Like, they get screwed over so... Like, look, I understand that my dot damage is going to be removed, but I think there's a bug with the dot damage removal on this fight. Like, not removal, but reduction. Because, yes, it's going to be heavily resistant to dot damage, but... like, Harley is going to lower his dot resistance. And I know that they said armor pierce on basic attacks and stuff like that does not apply, but I don't see how a passive that reduces the dot resistance of an opponent kind of falls into that category. But I don't know, you do you, my dude, but it seems a little bit weird with this team dealing such horrendous amounts of damage. This is a team that I dealt 2 million... I did 200 to 220 million against Just League Aquaman, and over here we'll deal 2 million or something close to that. Like, I understand that some teams will perform better in some fights and will perform worse in other fights, but your damage being reduced by 99% doesn't seem very reasonable to me. Seems a little bit weird to me. Seems kind of fishy to me. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this particular team and how badly got trashed on when fighting this particular fight. Because with the other teams, it's like... they deal like 50% of their damage, they deal like 25% of their damage, but this team goes as far as dealing 2 or 3% of its usual damage, and it just makes me sad. It just makes me sad. Let me know what you think about that one. And since we deal so low damage on basic attacks, I was thinking, and maybe I'll try in future fights, in the last minute when we got plenty of energy to like do the special tree on him while he's still stunned, we might pull some not decent damage, but some damage that way. But yeah, this team is just frustrating to play. Like, don't get me wrong, it's League of Anarchy, Harley, it's still fun to play. I'm still having fun while playing this, but the problem is the overall outcome, the damage window that we're presented to afterwards, because that's not a fun time over there. But yeah, with that being said, this fight is over, and we dealt the amazing and huge amount of 4.6 million. Like, I was being a little bit more pessimistic on this one, but yeah. And yet again, we're going to see another pip with Predator Batman here again. I think on this one we got a little bit more lucky on the crits or something, or the lethals or something than the other one, because I think this one was played better than the previous one, but we overall dealt less damage. But yeah, I'll just leave you with the fight since we've already commented on this one, but if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, dislike it if you dislike it, and let me know down in the comments what videos you want me to make in the future and what kind of things you might be interested in terms of Injustice Mobile. But yeah, all that being said, thank you for watching it again, keep enjoying the fight, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
I hope this isn't your best. You will lose. I know you can do better. Ready to quit yet? I hope this isn't your best. You'll regret this. I know you can do better. I hope this isn't your best. You can't do this. I know you can do better. You'll regret this. I hope this isn't your best. I know you can do better.